Hi, I'm Jeremy Schran, Marketing and Communications Director here at the Northern Kentucky Chamber of Commerce. Today, First Church of Christ is in the spotlight. Lead Pastor Darin is here to tell us all about how they help our community.
My name is Darin Mirante. I'm lead pastor at First Church of Christ in Burlington, Kentucky. And when you hear about a church in the context of organizations, it's actually the opposite of probably why most organizations exist. The church is probably the only organization that exists for its non-members, at least ideally. I don't know what your experience has been with church, but that is the expectation. And so at First Church, we exist to love people, and specifically to love people toward God. We exist to grow in the context of relationships, growing specifically in mercy, in grace, not for the sake of just having a gathering and that being the end, but instead that being the beginning. As we're growing in grace and mercy, it's a catalyst for the rest of the week. Coming out of Sunday in our work lives, our family lives, we want to be serving in the best way possible as we aim to represent Jesus Christ. He puts on display grace and mercy in our lives, and so naturally we're meant to pass that on so people can experience life change as well. One of the things I'm most proud about when it comes to our church is 16% of our budget goes toward missions, and that includes nonprofit organizations throughout Northern Kentucky and Cincinnati and even across the world to places like Africa, because we believe, Scripture says we're to be the hands and feet of Jesus Christ. That's the primary responsibility of the church, to meet needs where we see them. And so we want to be relevant to our neighbors. And so in Northern Kentucky and Cincinnati, we want them to see First Church of Christ as a place, a group of people specifically, that exists to meet them where they are. And so there's a lot of needs to be met. And so we partner with a lot of nonprofits, not just with providing money, but even open up our building with the emergency shelter in Northern Kentucky. Whenever the weather reaches a certain temperature, we open it up to homeless people to be able to stay there, and we have a whole volunteer team that provides a meal and meets some needs there. Go Pantry was born out of our church, a group of people, parents that just decided, hey, there were people, kids that didn't have food at home, and so that's on a weekly basis providing food through the school system. And doing what we can to partner with teachers and families and just finding out what the needs are. And so I believe that's the primary responsibility of the church, is to be relevant, to be helpful, and to show people that there's meaning and purpose to be found as we're all broken, we're all imperfect, desperate for life change. We believe that's found in the person of Jesus Christ. A couple other things that I love about our church is, they're constantly looking for ways to get outside of the building. We don't gather just for the sake of gathering, but we gather so that we can be better throughout the week. And within the school system, we partner with local schools doing a program called Whiz Kids, where kids come in and they get tutored and they're able to build those relationships. And so we have people in our church that mentor those kids and just really encourage them. And unfortunately, a lot of kids, they don't have that stability at home or any kind of support at all. And so being able to really step in an easy way and help them tangibly and practically grow through development and learning and being able to encourage them goes a long way. It's a big deal, and those kids remember those relationships for a long time. We also do what's called a tent day within a couple of mobile home communities in Northern Kentucky, where we just go in for the sake of caring about people, building relationships, providing food, meeting whatever needs they have, doing some light construction work in some of the mobile homes. There's just some easy needs, basic survival things, and it's just an easy way to bless people by meeting a specific need there. And so we love getting outside of the building. There's a lot of good things that happen inside of it, and we praise Jesus for the opportunity of even having hope in Him. But we believe the hope lived out is being able to meet needs in the community and being helpful to the people that God puts in our path. And so we have a website. That's the easiest way to find out more information as far as what we do, what we have going on, services and things like that, and ways to serve. But you can stop by. You can walk in the doors, and hopefully we have a culture where we meet people right where they are, a place of grace, and where people can understand, hey, there is more to life, and we meet them right where they are.
Thank you for watching. At the Northern Kentucky Chamber, we lead, connect, and advocate, and put your business in the spotlight.